Well, that was an entertaining game. First half, you seemed a little bit behind Bromley, but first half, you're behind Bromley. The second half, you seemed on top of the game. In your eyes, was that a point gained or was that 2 points dropped?
Both. We come to win every game. So, of course, if you don't get the 3 points, then you're disappointed. But also, we've come from behind twice. To let a goal in the first minute, I was really disappointed because it was picking up in the box that was our problem today. And obviously the goalie then misjudges the wind and the corner that came in. We don't want to have to score 3 every week to get a point in a game. But I was actually really pleased with the boys' second half because we kept to our beliefs. A strong wind against us, and we played some football. And even in the first half, funny enough, we tried to play and pass it, and we did. But too many mistakes in our penalty area. They recovered. Second half, I thought they, against the wind, which should have been more difficult, they dealt with a lot more. So in a way, it's a point away from home. We've had two difficult away games. We're still learning. Some of them, some of them are having to learn a bit lively, so that we can get going. But we showed we've got a football team. We can play, and now we just got to be a little bit more efficient in both penalty areas.
Must have been fully frustrated within the first half, especially with the 2 goals conceded. Both of them silly free kicks to concede, and then just the nature of the defending. First goal, it seemed more that the players were still getting used to the surface because it seemed for the first 10 minutes or so. And then the second goal, it just seemed loss of marking and loss of concentration.
Yeah, all them things except the pitch. You can't blame the pitch. It was. I thought the surface played well. We was able to, shift the ball about. They'd watered it, even though it's AstroTurf, so it was actually we was able to play the ball quickly. But in the wind, their game they didn't really use it, although they do try and play it on occasions. But they decided to, get runners in behind where they could, and we made the mistakes just at the wrong time, as you say. It was more what we did for them to get the ball in the box, like free kicks, like you said, we were giving away 2 free kicks led to 2 goals, and then obviously the corner, we're too easy to kick it out for a throw-in or kick it out for a corner. We've got to work a lot harder to stop those set plays. But I think all in all, the boys have recovered a little bit. Yes, it'd have been lovely to go home with 3 points, but away games are not going to be easy in this league. As long as the boys are learning from it, they're realising what the standard is, and they're realising, as you said, used the word, that they've got to concentrate, and that'll help. We'll have to, we tell them every day in training to concentrate. Some of them, see it as not a living, it's just a little game sort of thing, but they're learning, and hopefully, as I say, they'll learn quickly.
You must have been impressed within the second half. Obviously, first half, you had the wind behind you, utilised that on occasions, but in the second half, you put the ball on the floor, you started passing plays, and then once you got into that final third where the wind seemed to be shielded by the stand you're playing against, that you managed to get these crosses in, especially for likes of Connor's goal and for Jenk's goal.
Yeah, fantastic goals, both of them, great quality in those goals. And I was really pleased with that side of it, but that's why we, they had some big men in their team, and they were getting it forward pretty quick, and we obviously we've got a smaller team, especially up front with Connor and Reedy, although Connor competed well in the air. So we have to play it through, and I thought, we looked quite potent towards the end of the game, and I thought at 3-2 it was us going to go on and maybe score another one. But they ended up once again getting the corner, Wing got hold of it, Sean's been doing great, but it went over him, flapped it a little bit, and you're only going home with a point. So that's a shame. Nice to see our supporters turn up because they couldn't have enjoyed it last week, so we apologise for that. But I think the boys put in a work rate today, and hopefully the supporters have gone home fairly happy that they've seen their team play a bit.